Good morning, dear subscribers. Really happy to be with you. I try not to speak too loud because it's early morning here and I don't want to wake up anybody. But so let's get into the story again. They're at the police station. The mayor is there, Mr. Madeleine. And this policeman, Javert, wants to put Fantine in jail. And he says, Mr. Madeleine, so the mayor says, no, she's not going to jail. But Javert, he insists. And at that moment, so Mr. Madeleine, he says, Comment? Dit Monsieur Madeleine. So why, said Mr. Madeleine, why can I not set her free? This is the answer of Mr. Madeleine. So we are in this story. You know, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them to me. Cette malheureuse a insulté un bourgeois. So this miserable girl has insulted well, you can say in English a bourgeois, but it means like a middle-class man. Inspecteur Javert, repartit Monsieur Madeleine avec un accent conciliant et calme. Écoutez. So Inspector Javert took up Mr. Madeleine again. Well, reparti, it's really like a synonym of like answering again. But you know, in French, there's so many synonyms, but it just means like he went on. So Mr. Madeleine went on with an accent. Conciliant, well, that's like reconciling and calm. Écoutez. So he says, listen to me. Vous êtes un honnête homme. You are an honest man. Et je ne fais nulle difficulté de m'expliquer avec vous. So, and I do not make any difficulty to explain myself with you. Meaning, I don't bother to explain to you why. I want to set her free. Because normally he's not supposed to, he's the mayor. Voici le vrai. Here you have the truth, the real thing. Je passais sur la place comme vous emmeniez cette femme. So I passed on the square, on the market square, you know, une place in French, it's a market square, as you took away this woman. Il y avait encore des groupes. There were still groups of people around. Je me suis informée. So I informed myself, so I got information from those people who were still there. J'ai tout su. I have known everything. So I found out everything. C'est le bourgeois qui a eu tort et qui, en bonne police, eût dû être arrêté. So it's the bourgeois, so this middle-class man who, and then we have the expression avoir tort. Avoir tort means to be wrong. Who was wrong and who, in good police or maybe in good policy, could be like, yes. But I think as we are talking here about police means if the police is doing right, eût dû être arrêté. That's a lot of verbs. And eût in spoken language, which should have been aurait. Aurait should have been arrested. Okay, so Javert reprit. So you see we have another synonym of answering, reprendre, repris. We had already reparti. Now we have repris. So Javert, he answered again. Cette misérable vient d'insulter Monsieur le maire. So this miserable woman, or this miserable person, has just, yes, we know this construction, venir de in French is translated in English by has just. She has just insulted Mr. Mayor, Mr. the Mayor in French, but in English maybe rather Mr. Mayor. Ceci me regarde, dit Monsieur Madeleine. And here we have an expression. It regarde, it looks at me, but that's not a good translation. It looks at me means this is my business. It's none of your business, this is my business, said Mr. Madeleine. Mon injure est à moi, peut-être. So my injury or the fact that the harm that has been done to me is to me, maybe. So I'm responsible for that, or I want to cope with that. J'en puis faire ce que je veux. So I can, puis in spoken language nowadays would be peut, hein? I can faire, do what I want. What is the en here? It means I can do de quelque chose, hein? With something, but in French you would say faire, je peux en faire. And the en comes from of something. I can do of it what I want. I can do with it what I want. Je demande pardon à monsieur le maire. So I ask pardon. It's like I apologize to Mr. Mayor. Son injure n'est pas à lui. Elle est à la justice. So his injury or his harm is not to him. He's not going to decide about it. Elle est, and elle, it's the injure, hein, the harm, is to justice. Hein? So he wants, Javert does not want Mr. Madeleine to decide about the harm the girl did to him. Inspecteur Javert, répliqua Monsieur Madeleine, la première justice, c'est la conscience. So Inspector Javert answered Mr. Madeleine, and you see we have another synonym of answering. We had répliquer, we had reprendre, etc., etc. So Inspector Javert, said Mr. Madeleine, the first justice, it is your conscience. J'ai entendu cette femme. I heard this woman. So meaning that I want my conscience in peace. I do not want to do something to an innocent woman. So that's what he means with conscience. Je sais ce que je fais. I know what I do or what I'm doing, maybe in English. Et moi, monsieur le maire, je ne sais pas ce que je vois. And me, Mr. Mayor, I do not see what I see. I do not know, sorry, je ne sais pas. I do not know what I see. Alors, contentez-vous d'obéir. Hein? Se contenter, the verb here is se contenter, means to be maybe content or to be happy with something. So he says, then be happy to obey to me. J'obéis à mon devoir. So I'm obeying to my duty. Devoir is duty. Mon devoir veut que cette femme fasse 6 mois de prison. So my duty, mon devoir, wants that if you use the verb vouloir, as we did here, then you will have a subjonctif, and we see here the verb fasse. It's the subjunctive of the verb faire, to do. So my duty wants that that this woman, does 6 months of prison. Monsieur Madeleine répondit avec douceur. So Mr. Madeleine, and here we have the real verb to answer. So he answered with softness. So we could say he answered softly. Écoutez bien ceci. Listen well to this. Elle n'en fera pas un jour. So she will not do a day of this, of the prison, of the 6 months in prison. The en, it's again of this. She will not do anything. And fera, it's the future of the verb faire. So she won't do one day. À cette parole décisive, Javert osa regarder le maire fixement et lui dit, mais avec un son de voix toujours profondément respectueux, so to this decisive words, parole, words, in French rather singular, but in English plural, so to these decisive words, Javert dared to look the mayor fixement, like really sternly, looking at him firmly, and said to him, but with a sound of voice still profoundly respectuous, so with respect and respectful, sorry. Je suis au désespoir de résister à Monsieur le maire. So I am at despair, that means I'm desperate to resist to Mr. Mayor. C'est la première fois de ma vie. It is the first time of my life. He's never spoken against somebody who's higher in authority than him, higher in rank. Mais il daignera me permettre de lui faire observer que je suis dans la limite de mes attributions. So he's speaking to Mr. Madeleine in the third person to be polite. So Mr. the Mayor, will deign to allow me to make observe to him that I am in the limits of my attributions or my power. So he's saying, this is me deciding, this is my responsibility. Je reste, puisque Monsieur le maire le veut, dans le fait du bourgeois. So I am staying, since Mr. Mayor wants it, in the event or the fact of the man, the middle-class man. So he says, I'm still talking about this event. J'étais là. I was there. C'est cette fille qui s'est jetée sur Monsieur Bamatabois, qui est électeur et propriétaire de cette belle maison à balcon qui fait le coin de l'esplanade à 3 étages et tout en pierre de taille. Okay, so now he's going to explain why this man, this bourgeois, was a respectable man. So he says, it is this girl who has thrown herself, and the herself is in the little "se" word. She has thrown herself on Mr. Bamatabois, who is a voter. Yes, in those days, if you voted, that meant you had like some kind of a superior position. So he's a voter and the owner of this beautiful house with a balcony, who makes the corner of the esplanade. So it's at the corner of the square with 3 floors and totally in pierre de taille, cut stone. Enfin, il y a des choses dans ce monde. Well, there are things in this world. Quoi qu'il en soit, Monsieur le maire. So quoi qu'il en soit, that's kind of an expression meaning whatever might be. Mr. Mayor, cela, that, and we're going to the next page. And if there's something you do not understand, please ask me. But so we go to the next page. And so, c'est un fait de police de la rue qui me regarde et je retiens la femme Fantine. So, it is a fact of the street police, police of the street police, which, and we have again this verb me regarde, meaning which is my business. This is up to me, and I retain or I hold back this woman Fantine. Alors Monsieur Madeleine croisa les bras et dit avec une voix sévère que personne dans la ville n'avait encore entendu. So then Mr. Madeleine crossed his arms and said with a severe voice that nobody in the city had ever heard. Le fait dont vous parlez est un fait de police municipale. So the fact of which you are talking is a fact of the municipal, means of the city police. Au terme des articles 9, 11, 15 et 66 du Code d'instruction criminelle, j'en suis juge. So, on the terms of the article, so now he's giving the law, he's citing the articles of the law. So, at the terms of the articles 9, 11, 15, and 66 of the Code of Criminal Instruction. I am judge of it. And where is the of it? It's the en. I'm the judge of it. J'ordonne que cette femme soit mise en liberté. So I order. And when you say I order, it will also be followed by a subjunctive. And where is the subjunctive? It's here. If it was not a subjunctive, it would be est. So it comes from the verb être. So I order that this woman is put to liberty or is freed. To put in liberty, that's what you say in French. Javert voulut tenter un dernier effort. So Javert wanted to tempt or to try a last effort. Mais, Monsieur le Maire, but Mr. Mayor. But Mr. Madeleine, he's immediately answering, je vous rappelle à vous l'article 81 de la loi du 13 décembre 1799 sur la détention arbitraire. I remind you, he says it 2 times, the article, this is 81, so you see it's like 4 times 20 and 1. So this makes 81 of the law of the 13th of December of 1799 on the arbitrary detention. Monsieur le maire, permettez. So this is again Javert. He doesn't want her to go. He doesn't want Fantine to go, to be free. So, Mr. Mayor, allow me, permettez, allow me. Plus un mot, not one word anymore. Pourtant, although, sortez, dit Monsieur Madeleine. Out of here, said Mr. Madeleine. Javert reçut le coup debout, de face et en pleine poitrine comme un soldat russe. So, yes, this was really hard for Javert, of course, because the girl is still there, remember. So, Javert received the blow, standing up. De face mean like facing him, like in his face, and en pleine poitrine, like in full chest, in his chest, like a Russian soldier. Like it's as if they had shot him. Il salua jusqu'à terre, Monsieur le maire, et sortit. So he saluted, greeted, down to the floor, jusqu'à terre, down to the floor, down to the ground, Mr. Mayor, and went out. So Javert, he was really shocked, which we can imagine. Fantine se rangea de la porte et le regarda avec stupeur passer devant elle. So Fantine se rangeait, it means like she put herself from the door, meaning she stepped aside from the door and looked at him with stupor or with astonishment maybe, passing in front of her. So the girl sees him leave in front of her. Quand Javert fut sorti, Monsieur Madeleine se tourna vers elle. So when Javert had gone out, fut, it's also from the verb être, but this is passé simple. So when he had gone out, Mr. Madeleine turned himself towards her, the girl, et lui dit avec une voix lente et en peine à parler comme un homme sérieux qui ne veut pas pleurer. And said to her with a slow voice, having pain or having difficulty to talk like a serious man who doesn't want to cry. So what did he say to her? But I need some coffee, sorry. There we go. Je vous ai entendu. I heard you. Je ne savais rien de ce que vous avez dit. I did not know anything of what you have said. Je crois que c'est vrai. I think it is true. Et je sens que c'est vrai. And I feel that it's true. So now Mr. Madeleine, he's talking to Fantine. J'ignorais même que vous eussiez quitté mes ateliers. I didn't know even that you had. Well, this here, this here is a past participle. Past, let me see. It's a simple past. It's a form of the simple past. Not very easy. But I think in spoken language, you would say vous aviez. Hein? You had left my workshops. Because she was working there, Fantine, in his workshop. Pourquoi ne vous êtes-vous pas adressé à moi? Why haven't you? Yeah, in French you will say addressed yourself to me. But why didn't you talk to me? Why didn't you come to see me? Mais voici. But here it is. Je paierai vos dettes. I will pay your debts. Je ferai venir votre enfant. I will have come your child. Come here. Ou vous irez la rejoindre. Or you will go. Irez, it's the future of the verb. To go, aller. You will go to join her. Vous vivrez ici à Paris où vous voudrez. So it's all future tenses. You will live here in Paris where you will want, wherever you want. Je me charge de votre enfant et de vous. I will, and yeah, se charger, it's not really to be in charge of, it's really like, I will take care of your child and of you. Yeah, Mr. Madeleine, he really feels I think he feels very bad because, well, she went away, she was really treated in an awful way. Vous ne travaillerez plus si vous voulez. So you will not work anymore if you want to. Je vous donnerai tout l'argent qu'il vous faudra. So I will give, je vous donnerai, all the money that, well, this is again a form of falloir, and it was to be needed. So I will give you all the money that will be needed. Vous redeviendrez honnête en redevenant heureuse. So you will become honest again, and the again is in the re, by becoming happy. So he wants to see her happy again. Et même, écoutez, je vous le déclare dès à présent, si tout est comme vous le dites, et je n'en doute pas, vous n'avez jamais cessé d'être virtueuse et sainte devant Dieu. And even, listen, I declare it to you. From now on, and dès à présent means from now on, if everything is as you said it, and I do not doubt about it, the about it is the en, it's de something, de quelque chose. You have never ceased or never stopped to be virtuous, like virtuous and saint in front of God. Oh, pauvre femme, oh, poor woman. So this is really wonderful for Fantine, this nice Mr. Madeleine. Well, we have already read 2 pages. Let's see where we are. Which page was it? It was 76, 77. So I hope you guys keep reading because I love this book, one of the most important books of French literature. So please, 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 I hope to see you next week. Have a very nice day and, well, yes, hope to see you next week. Bye.